All right, so we're finishing up section 1. Let's do it. It says select all the statements that could be the first step of an indirect proof. Okay, indirect proofs we actually skipped. So remember in chapter 2, we actually skipped quite a few sections. So I'm going to skip 14 and go to 15. 15, given 1 and 2 are complementary. So given 1 and 2 are complementary. So I'm going to write the word given here. Right, that was in my word bank. And given that 3 and 2 are complementary. So I can write given. Then it set them equal to each other. So that's this, I think I normally would call that transitivity, but that's not in my choices. So I'm actually leaning toward substitution. So it looks like if this stuff is equal to 90, then, and I see a 90 right here, can't I just substitute that in? So I'm going to pick substitution, right? And then it says angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Well, doesn't it look like they just took away or crossed out the measure of angle 2 on both sides? So that's my subtraction property of equality. Right? And then last but not least, they took the m's off and added a congruent sign. So that's my definition of congruent. If their measurements are equal, then by definition, they have to be congruent because that's equal in measure. Nice. All right, now let's look at topic 2. So it says, what statement is true about parallel lines? Well, parallel lines don't intersect. And parallel lines have to be on the same plane or the same surface. So if I draw this on my paper, I can think of my paper as a plane. So yeah, I think I'm liking number C. They are coplanar and they definitely do not intersect. Okay. Now let's look at item 2. It states line L. So here's my line L. And line M are intersected by the transversal, and they're telling me they're parallel. Okay, so that's also what that little symbol means. So now what I know is something really cool. I actually know that all the angles that are greater than 90 are all equal to each other by alternate interior, alternate exterior, and corresponding angle theorems. Also by vertical. So like I know these two are equal because of vertical, but because of those other theorems, I know all 4 of these orange angles are equal because those lines are parallel. So now let's select all angles that are supplementary to 2. So if angle 2 and supplementary means adds together to make 180. Angle 2 is less than 90, then a supplementary would be any yellow. So let me see it. Did I pick it? No. 5 was yellow. 7 wasn't yellow. 4 was yellow. 6, nope. 8 was yellow. Okay, so those are going to be all the ones that are going to be supplemental. All right, now it says select all the angles that will be congruent to 6. So 6 is orange. And so congruent means equal in measure. So those are going to be all the orange ones. So 2 was orange. 3 was orange. These other ones were not. So that's going to be my answers there. Now it says complete the following plan to prove that angle 4 and angle 8 are congruent. So it says that this is a picture for angle 2 through 5. So I'm going to keep using this picture, right? It says use same side interior angle postulate. So same side will mean they'll be supplementary. So it'll be an orange one and a yellow one to show that angle 4 is supplementary to what angle? To, well, if I'm trying to prove that angle 4 is supplementary to angle 8, then that's what it'll be. I have to show that angle 8 and which angle are supplementary because they form a blank. They form a straight line, right? So let's see which one forms a straight line with angle 8. So if I go up here, it looks like angle 8 forms a straight line with angle 7. Angles 7 are a linear pair because they form a straight line. So angle 7 and angle 8 form a straight line. And since 4 and 8 are, so 4 and 8 are, they're congruent to each other. So 4 and 8 are corresponding, right? Then they must be congruent to each other. All right, that was fun. Now let's look at number 5. So it said use the same picture for 5. If angle 4 is 105, then what would be angle 5? Well, I know the two yellow ones are equal, so it would be exactly the same, 105, right? All right, let's take a look at 6. This is my exterior angles, right? So I know that the exterior angle is equal to the two remotes added together. I also know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, all three angles have to add up to 180 because they're a triangle. So let's take a look. It says select all that are true. So this could be, which one looks like my exterior angle theorem? Angle 4 is equal to the, okay, so this one's my exterior angle theorem. Right? Is 4 equal to 3? Well, actually, 4 looks greater than 90 and 3 looks less. So I'm definitely crossing that one out. These angles add up to 180, and I know angle 4 is not 180, so this one is definitely no good. Angle 1 and angle 4, this would be true, right? Because these make a linear pair. So angle 1 plus angle 4 would add up to 180. And if I subtracted angle 1 on both sides, I end up getting angle 4 is equal to 180 minus angle 1. And that's exactly what I have here. So I'm definitely going to vote yes on that one. And then it said, is angle 4 equal to angle 1 and 2? And I don't think I can say that, so I'm going to cross that one out. Interesting questions. All right, let's keep going. It says, let's see, what is x? So I see this triangle here, right? Those all have to add up to 180. So let's set that up. Those three angles of the triangle add up to 180. So I can combine these, right? And I get x is 62. So what is x? Oh, that's nice. That was one of my choices. What will y be? Now, a couple ways I could do this. Remember, these two remotes add up to this exterior. So if I could just add those two together, that would be a nice quick shortcut. Another way to think about it is these are protractor pals, right? This angle and this angle have to add up to 180. So the x and the y have to add up to 180 because they're a linear pair. So if x is 62, then that would have been another way to get the same answer, okay? 9, select all the true statements. So looking at this question, was x equal to y? No. 118 is not equal to 62. Was x and y add up to 180? Yes. Was y equal to z? Yeah, that's true. Look, they're vertical angles. They'll be equal. Is x and z equal to 180? So x and z, yep, they together make a straight line. They're also protractor pals. And is x and y add up to 80? Well, we already said that. X and y adds up to 20. So all those were correct except for A. Check out the next video for the back of the page. Nice job, guys.